Hi, it's me. I was planning on doing a video because we just had spring break for the district I work for. The other district I work for, they're off for 2 weeks. Um, but the main district I work for, they went back today. But of course, not really any openings since this teacher just had a week off. Just want to do a quick update. Um, Kind of same old, just trying to work. And obviously, again, not having transportation is a bit of a problem since, as I mentioned before, Uber and Lyft drivers, they're not the biggest fans of driving to the schools. So sometimes I can get a ride, sometimes I can't. And unfortunately, it's becoming more of an issue. I was actually stuck at one of my schools for half an hour because no one would pick me up. Finally got picked up and went home. Um, Basically, for spring break, I did not leave the house at all. Again, no car. But I did get stuff done. I got some radio work done, did a little bit of cleaning, laundry, obviously rested. And also on top of that, I've been possibly going back and forth about going back to school and finishing my degree. In case you guys didn't know, I was in school 2014 to 15 for my teacher credential, the MALT, which is the Master's of Arts of Learning and Teaching. So I did all five-week classes, did my master's class, but had trouble passing and affording the CSET, which is a teaching exam for history. I'm trying to be a history teacher. Um, I couldn't. The test is very hard, and it's hard to figure out what to study for, what not to study for. So I took the test twice in 2015 due to various reasons, including car issues, health issues. I couldn't afford the test, $300. I had a relative very graciously pay for my test, so I was able to take it again in 2021 because obviously the centers are closed because of COVID. So I took it in 2021, completely different test. So I didn't pass. They're offering it for free this year for the state of California, so I did register for it. So I started a little bit studying yesterday, and then I'm printing out paperwork to try to go back to the school I went to. They're going to try to see if I can not repeat the class I've already taken. Obviously, there have been some changes, so I have to do a petition. And then also, because I'm doing single subject, they have single subject and multiple subject if you work in elementary schools. And one of the advisors had told me that since I have a bachelor's degree in liberal arts, I could possibly use many of the classes I took already to avoid taking the CSET if I were to do multiple subjects, because it is first through eighth. So it does work in the middle school thing. So either I can go back for a single subject, try to not repeat all the classes I already took, petition for that, or try to go for a multiple subjects degree and possibly skip the CSAT. So there's a couple different options. Neither one are for sure, but it's just something to think about because it's like I would have to repeat these classes again, spend more money that I don't have because I already still have the loan from the previous master's degree I didn't get to finish. I am leaning more towards sticking to like the history degree and trying to see about petitioning to not repeat classes. If I have to, then I have to. But still trying to see what's going on with the CSET. Like I said, I have until May. I started doing a little bit of studying yesterday. Let me see what else. What else? That's it. I know today we have another school shooting. Can't say I'm shocked. It's to the point now where I hear about school shooting, it's just not a shock. It's just not. Um, I definitely have my opinions about assault rifles. I'm not an anti-gun person. I feel like you should have a gun to like protect yourself, protect your home, but no one needs an assault rifle. Sorry. That's military, that's police stuff only. A regular person does not need that. And someone like me who works in the schools, it's a very disheartening thing to hear about because we do work in the schools. We have to worry about this stuff. Like we literally just had an active shooter drill. I think the beginning of this month or the end of February, we just had an active shooter drill where we have to turn out the lights, make sure the doors are locked, and the kids have to go far away from the door or away from any windows or whatever. And of course, you had some of the students who thought it was a joke, haha, funny. And it's like, you guys, this could be real. Well, it's not. And it's like, I understand, but it could be. So, yeah, just very sad to hear. I'm not saying thoughts and prayers because those don't do anything. Just very sorry for the kids who had to witness that, the kids who passed, the staff members who passed, because we shouldn't have to worry about this working in the schools. We shouldn't. I don't want to be there and be like, oh, back in the day, there were school shootings in the 90s. So I remember Columbine happening. I was in 10th grade. So we had to worry about it back then as well, not as much, but we still thought about it because that happened when I was in high school. Um, And, I just thought, I'm so glad I don't have kids, because if I had kids, seriously, they would be homeschooled. If I could work it that way, depending on what job I have. I actually have some classmates who took their kids out of school because they said, worrying about school shootings, the language some of the kids use now, the way the kids act in general. They want their kids to be in a good environment where they may not be having to worry about school shooting or having to worry about kids picking on them or just foul language being used. I was like, I don't blame you. I used to be not a big homeschooling fan because I felt like they were missing out. But if I had kids, I'd probably be homeschooling. No joke. Or I should say virtual learning because they have K-12 and stuff like that. I follow some teachers who do K-12 and things like that. Just kind of a safer option. But just something to think about whenever I go back to work. I might go back to work tomorrow or Wednesday, depending on if there's openings. Because again, they just had spring break, so no one's really calling off. I'm just going to continue studying for my CSET and seeing what happens with when I finish applying for my teacher credential. I'll make that announcement about if I'm going to go back or not. I still have some things to think about. I mean, I do want to finish. I did the whole program, but having to repeat everything again, possibly, that's not the best thing. So that's about it. Just a quick update again. Trying to work, having trouble getting a ride. Um, Finishing spring break, got some stuff done. That's about it. Hope everyone is doing well. Please stay safe out there. There is still COVID. I know some people just got it recently. It's not good. So that's about it. I'll catch up with you guys maybe 2 weeks from now. Bye.